The Monday and Tuesdays
That's why I'm like, I know.
That's awesome. We were just talking about the casino. All right, we ready?
Ready? Yep. Here we go. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Quick note, we did a redraw on our Firehouse Subs birthday shout out because we picked the same person we picked last week.
Yes.
And we figured it out because
she was on there twice.
The previous week we did birthdays up through 4th of July.
Yes.
So Erica's birthday was actually last week.
Yes.
And she won. So we picked a new winner.
She's just super lucky.
Melissa Sparlin Pfizer is the new winner.
All right. Congratulations,
Right.
Melissa.
Joining us now for Museum Monday, I got carried away and I said Cocopah Museum, but it's Jen Alspach with the Cocopah Environmental Protection Organization. Office. Okay. I didn't know what the O stood for. All right. And then we also have joining us Christine Bryant with the Children's Museum of Yuma County.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
All right. Well, there's a collaboration happening here.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to say that because Jen and I are friends in real life, it's easier to create a friendship at work. And we've been helping each other. She's come into the museum a couple of times for different events, and it's becoming a great relationship. Absolutely.
And there's going to be a summer camp, or one's been going on. Tell us about that.
We've had a few that have happened. We have one happening this week again, but it is full. We still have spots for our art camp happening in 2 weeks, so look at our Facebook page for that. But Jen was able to help with the camp that I put together that was all about the history of Yuma through architecture and through water and all the things. So she was able to bring her expertise working for Cocopah and help with teaching the kids about the importance of saving water and all of that.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did a couple of activities. One was our water cycle bracelet activity. So the kids learned all about the different stages of the water cycle, and each bead had a different color to represent that
different
phase.
cycle, yeah.
And then we also did an activity about water usage. So the kids learned where our water comes from, and how much of it is going towards agriculture, how much of it is going towards community use. So yeah, it was quite a lot of fun working with the kids.
Well, and it's always awesome, like you mentioned, being able to work with a friend.
Yes.
And to be able to bring something like this to the youth in our community is wonderful, because we know water has certainly been a very important, kind of a hot button issue that we've been addressing for years and years here in the desert Southwest. Some places not so much, but with strong agriculture here,
Yes.
we're so reliant upon water, as are others. Now, what age groups was this targeted at?
6 through 11.
Okay.
So it's great to be able to introduce kids to the importance of water rights and things now in a way that they can understand.
And that age group, I bet the questions were awesome, because
Yes.
they're so they're unfiltered.
Yes.
Yeah, they were very engaged and very interested. There was one kid that remarked how he had a class in agriculture, and I thought that was very impressive to me, that the schools are doing a great job of just involving environmental education and those kinds of topics from early on.
That is extremely important.
Yes.
It is. Well, and we talked about it as we were all impatiently waiting for the Children's Museum of Yuma County to open its location here. But we've talked about, the benefits of having our own local children's museum. And I think this is one of those benefits. You guys really are able to tailor the exhibits and things like that to things that pertain to Yuma. And yes, get our kids passionate about these things at an early age, or at least give them the understanding so that as they get older, they can, we need them. They're the future. They're going to be the ones fighting for the rights later. So it's important to get them involved early, and with the Children's Museum able to tailor those exhibits to make it Yuma is absolutely awesome.
Absolutely. And a little sneak preview, I guess. The end of the summer, we'll have our huge Down by the River exhibit installation.
Oh, wow, cool.
And we're planning on working with the Cocopah, of course, with that, and having an ongoing relationship to have more staples of all of Yuma's history.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Well, that's going to, in turn, they're going to want to go see, what you guys have been doing with the environmental protection part of in preservation that you guys are doing. They're going to want to go see that for themselves, not
Absolutely.
just once they go to the museum. They're going, okay, Mom, this is right here. Can I go? And I see my kids doing it, and that's why I'm saying that they're going to want to go out and see what you guys have been doing.
Yeah, and we love that. I mean, I think from my side, it's just really neat to see places in Yuma like the Children's Museum that are doing such a great job, and to have the opportunity to get to engage with kids and the youth. It's just really wonderful to witness.
Are there any other possible collaborations as far as, I know summer is getting close to ending, but again, because it's a year-round museum, there might be additional collaborations coming up down the road between the two agencies.
Absolutely. So on top of my other jobs, I'm also the social media manager. So I always say, please follow our Instagram and our Facebook pages, because every week we put our new activity schedule out. Sometimes we have more, sometimes we have less, but we've had Jen come in for random pop-ups as well. We've also had Joe with the Cocopah Museum come in, and a bunch of other volunteers too. So just keep an eye out.
And if someone is interested, we do have more museums in this community than people might even realize.
I was bragging about one this
many.
weekend that somebody didn't even know was there.
Exactly.
I mean, we have so many awesome ones.
And there might be opportunities, again, to tie in education for the kiddos and in a fun, meaningful way, too, to present that. If that's the case, just reach out to you guys.
Absolutely. We also work with the Colorado River State Historic Park, working with a bunch of other places as well. We are open arms. We also take volunteers. We have a bunch of opportunities for that as well. So absolutely, reach out to us if you want to help.
And the same applies also with Jen and the Cocopah EPO, too.
Yeah, definitely. We have the Cocopah Now YouTube page where all of our activities are posted and things that we're up to. Not just the Environmental Protection Office, but also the Cocopah Museum. And I'm sure you've heard the museum's
Expanding
working on a new expansion.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. So we're very excited for that.
That's going to be so awesome. We love seeing the growth within these organizations because you're bringing such wonderful things to Yuma, and it's important, and we want to see that growth continue. And we're always kind of aghast at the things you talk about because it's awesome. That's not a bad.
No.
That's a good thing because we love this forward momentum, and really, especially working with the kids, they are the future of everything for us, and we love starting with them at earlier ages too, and that's been taking place. But again, the partnerships that Cocopah EPO has with other organizations, even talking, we had Jen here not too long ago, and she was with the representative from Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, and about these projects and what it takes to make them happen, and that is extremely important.
Yes, definitely a community effort, and I just love all of these partnerships. I think it's such a great reflection of the strong community that we have in Yuma, and everyone, works together to get great work done.
Well, people will reach out to me and say, do you know what's happening? If there's anything fun for kids to do, I go, okay, first off, I follow them, so I see the notifications pop up in my social media feeds, whether it is Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook for the Children's Museum of Yuma County. We have some awesome things that do pop up. You've had individuals that have covered admission for certain age groups or specific classes for kids, and just follow them. I encourage you. But maybe if you're an organization and you want to sponsor something special, maybe it ties in with whatever you represent, or maybe you would like to teach a class. Just contact them. They're so happy to be able to work with other groups in the community. And I've found out so many things through the Cocopah Now YouTube page also.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And people will say, do you know if this is happening? What about this? I go, I don't know. Hang on, let me go look. I don't tell them the I don't know part. I just go look myself, and then I say, oh, this and this and this. So they just thought I happened to know it all.
Right.
I don't, believe it or not. It's all these resources
She just
that are
goes
available.
and uses the resources that are available.
And
really
we
appreciate
can
you
too.
for it.
Well, what big stuff do we have coming up, Jen? I know you guys are busy covering so many different things along the river.
Yeah, we have a lot of projects in store, continuing to maintain the restoration sites that we have now. And we have some work going on with our air quality program. We're going to be installing some new air monitors. So all kinds of great environmental protection efforts at the tribe.
And we mentioned, we had you here a couple weeks ago with volunteers that were helping you with the project you were getting done. Are you looking for more volunteers for more expected projects that are going to be coming up?
Yeah, we always welcome volunteers. And especially once it gets cooler, we'll, start some more planting projects. So definitely reach out if you're interested.
What's the best way to contact you for something like that?
You can contact the Environmental Protection Office at 928-627-2025.
All right. And Christine, right now, what hours are we looking at for the museum, the hours and days?
So our permanent hours, these will not change in the near future. Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 12:30, and then 1:30 to 4. and Sundays 12 to 4. And if you're looking for a sensory-friendly day, try Sundays.
Love that.
Yes.
Yes.
$8 per person over 12 months old. But also, like you said, we have a bunch of sponsored events where we have free events. So follow us on the social medias and find a free day.
Perfect. Go check it out. It's air conditioned.
Yes.
It is.
And we also just got a new AC unit thanks to Hansberger.
Oh, awesome. Well, and again, when you got we see it everywhere, looking for something for kids to do, like Jen said, and you can guarantee spend some time in the Children's Museum of Yuma County. I guarantee it. You will be able to spend a couple of hours in there and get the kids involved. Like you said, a lot of these projects and exhibits that you have pertain to Yuma, and that's what's really cool. So,
And Amber says Braxton loves volunteering at the Children's Museum.
Braxton is one of our volunteers, and he is so helpful and
He's enthusiastic.
Yes.
He was there for like the sneak peek. And
he's passionate. He's passionate, and I love that.
He's a kiddo that started out going to the museum when it was at the Art Center, and has now become a volunteer, and that's what we hope for with our organization.
Full
because
circle.
our volunteers are as young as 11 years old, and it's a great way to get your first work experience, for sure.
Most definitely.
20 years from now, when he's taking his kids back there.
Exactly. Keep it going.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you
for having us.
We are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back with more of Today in Yuma after this on Z93 and Out.